Good morning and welcome to Vision. I'm so glad you all are here. I was being silly right before Adrian pointed at me, so sorry about that, folks online. We're glad you're here too. Let's all stand together and just celebrate being together today.
Good morning. How are you? How's everybody doing? God, what a great energy. Is this summer energy? Is that what this is? Oh, it's air conditioned. It's air conditioned energy. Man, it's warm out there already, isn't it? Oh my gosh. And you notice Maya's Cookies, they're having their Juneteenth celebration today, so that's why they kind of took over the parking lot. If you had a little challenge parking, it's because this week they're doing that. But it'll go back to normal next week, no biggie. How's everybody? We're good, we're warm. I love it. All right, before we go any further, let's pray in. I know there is one life, it is God's. I know that the energy that's created everything and continues to create is right here, present in this room. It is in our hearts, it's in our bodies, it's in every part of us. That energy is right down to the subatomic particles of who and what we are. And I know that energy is across the expanse of the universe. In all of the planets and the solar systems and galaxies, there's only one. Behind the diversity of all life stands the one life, that universal intelligence that we call spirit. And I know it continues to outpicture, it continues to inhabit form and absorb form all the time. I know that everything in the physical world comes and goes, rises and falls, just like the tide. I know that we are here together by divine appointment to know and express and to be that one life of God, to recognize it in ourselves and to recognize it in those around us. I give great thanks for this day, for remembering the truth of all of us, that there is one life, it is God's, it is whole, perfect, and complete, and it is our life right here and right now, and so it is.
And so it is.
Yay, so let me tell you things. Let me tell you things. We have licensed practitioners. These are people who have gone to school for years in the art of compassionate listening and the science of healing prayer, and they pray for us. That's what they do. That's the calling on their heart, is to pray for us. All the time. They pray for us, they pray for the world, they pray for everyone in it. I would love for the practitioners and ministers to raise your hand so you can see us around the room, all of these delightful people. These are the prayers. That is the ecclesiastical arm of Vision. So those are the people you go to. If there's anything on your mind or your heart, don't leave here today without getting prayer. I'm going to call the ministers and the practitioners up to the front of the room at the end of the celebration. So they'll be right up here, really easy. Just go up to any one of them and say, hey, would you pray for me? Easy schmeezy, see? You know, we're an all-service center. I love it. Okay, so do that. Oh, there's also prayer request forms in your bulletin. If you got a bulletin when you walked in, I know you did. Inside the bulletin, there is a prayer request form. You can fill it out with your prayer request, then give it to one of the practitioners with the prayer boxes. We'll get the prayer requests. We'll all pray on it. If you leave your phone number on the request form, we'll call you at home. We can pray with you over the phone, or we can leave a prayer on your voicemail. If you check that little box, we'll leave it on your voicemail so you can listen to it several times. I love that. I love it. You know, like sometimes when you're just not there, you know, to listen to it over and over, it's a wonderful thing. It just grounds you in the presence. It grounds us all in the presence of truth of who and what we are. So do that. Don't leave here today without getting prayer support. And even if things are going well, if everything is going well in your life, it's super, right? You go, can't get better. It can get better. It absolutely can. So even if the prayer is thank you, like Meister Eckhart said, right? If the only prayer you ever say is thank you, that would be enough. Right? That would be enough. So even if your prayer is thank you, do that. Write that down. It's wonderful. What else I know what I want to tell you. I want to show you these. These are our guest packets. Our lovely volunteer, Patricia Coughlin, makes these up every week for us. I'm so glad. And she packages them all up, makes them look nice. Yes, you can applaud Patricia. Thank you so much. She does this every week, and we have them in the front of the room, in the lobby. We have them at the back door. We have them on the prayer table. Wherever they are, you can just pick one up, bring it home, look it over, find out everything about Vision, a Center for Spiritual Living, that we are affiliated with Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide. We are a movement. Don't you love it? We've been around for 100 years, at least. Let me think. Ernest Holmes started teaching around 1918. So yeah, over 100 years. Anyway, I could just go on and on about that. Anyway, I used to work in the archives, so sit down, we'll lock the doors, we'll talk about it all day. No. So in here tells you all about vision, who we are as a spiritual community, and there's a lovely greeting on the front we say every week to remind ourselves, and we say it for our guests, and let's say it now. You ready? You with me? Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. You are safe and you are loved. And for our Vision at Home community, that goes for you too. I hope you stood up and said it out loud. It would be fun to do that, wouldn't it? Anyway, while we're welcoming, let's welcome each other. Turn to someone you know or turn to someone you don't know and say, hi, welcome to Vision. You know, that's the part the introverts just cringe over, don't they? It's like, oh God, please don't say anything to me. You can opt out. I'm going to turn it over to James right now, the leader of our choir, and today on our Celebration Singers team, and he's going to lead us into our centering song to prepare us for our 5-minute meditation. Take it away.
I'm Reverend Jean Phillips. I'm one of the staff ministers here at Vision, and it's my honor to lead our time of meditation now. So I just invite you to just kind of settle in. I'll read today's quotes, and then we'll have 5 minutes of silence, and that will be followed by an affirmative prayer. So just relax, close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and just take these words into your heart. Our first quote is from Arthur Schopenhauer. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. And from Ernest Holmes. We must strike out boldly in creating our new design for living by enlarging our sphere of thinking, thereby increasing our range of experience and degree of fulfillment of the good life. and staying in that place of just of quiet, the breath of God. Here's what I know. There is only one life. It is Spirit's life. It is my life now. And there is only one love, and it is Spirit's love. And it surrounds, infuses, and guides my life right now. There is only one power. It is the power of Spirit, of God, the divine, by any name that you call it. It lives and moves and creates in and through every atom of the universe. It's the essence of all life. The birds, the trees, the clouds, the stars, the rocks, every person, everywhere. There is no place, no situation or time where it is not. Everywhere, always moving into a greater expression of life and love and peace and joy. No limits, no exceptions, always and everywhere present, within and without. And I am one with this universal presence, this power, this love. It lives and breathes as me, with me, for me. It is my very essence. And as I know this for me, I absolutely know it for each of us, for every person hearing my voice and beyond. Spirit, the divine, is the source, the supply, the essence of all of our lives. And so knowing this, I speak my word for this community and for the entire world. I know this day is filled with abundant blessings, the blessings of love, of peace, of boundless joy. I know every need is met and delightfully fulfilled. I know prosperity and abundant supply flows endlessly in and through each and every life to be joyfully shared as it is received. I know our physical beings, our bodies and minds, they're created in a mold of wholeness, and so they naturally align to health and well-being. So knowing all of this, it's easy to relax and to rest in the arms of Spirit, breathing in the peace that surpasses all human understanding. Open and receptive to the goodness, the love, the joy that bubbles up and overflows out into the world through our lives. And I am just so deeply grateful for this truth and for this beautiful expression of the divine that is vision. So grateful for Reverend Patti, for the music, and for each and every person participating today, whether in person or online. All is good. All is God. All is one. And knowing this, it's easy to release these words into the law, knowing it is complete and perfect, and so it is. Amen.
On this bright, sunny day, we have the solstice sister herself to sing her own kind of music. Please welcome Ria Carey.
Do you guys ever go somewhere and they have assigned greeters, like people that are supposed to greet you, and they don't do it? I sing, you guys know, I sing in a couple different churches, and they have people that they assign to be greeters, and they do not greet. They greet their friends, they don't greet other people. And I'm bringing this up because 3 times this morning, I had people that I've seen here, but didn't really get to talk about why they started coming to Vision. And one of them was because they felt included. I know. Different things bring people to different, sometimes it's a music or a friend or whatever, but all of them stayed because they felt invited and included and a part. And that's why I always love coming here, because it starts with that little white head right here. Because it starts at the top, right? And if the top is not greedy, I mean, Patti is like the hugger she like hugs you. And if she's doing that, everybody else. But when I come in, I don't see, there may be assigned greeters because everybody says hi to everybody. And that's what a church is supposed to be. Just saying. And y'all better sing along. I know you know this one. Nobody can tell you there's only one song we're singing. They may try to sell you, 'cause it hangs them up to see someone like you. But you gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. You're gonna be nowhere, the loneliest kind of lonely. It may be rough going, just to do your thing is the hardest thing to do. Sing it with me. But you gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. So if you cannot take my hand, and if you must be going, I will understand. Go band! 'Cause you gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. You got to make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if nobody else sings along. Make them sing along. Mwah.
Well, we're all awake now. I love it. So we're in the month, excuse me. We are in the month theme, Holy Boldness. I love that. I'm having fun with this one. I like it. So today's talk is Boldness Has Genius, right? Now, to be bold implies a willingness to get things done despite risks, okay? Right? That's what we do. Which is why I did not title this talk Genius Has Boldness, because it doesn't, right? I mean, what if genius stayed quiet and didn't let anybody know? No one would ever know the genius of that person. So it's the other way around. Boldness has genius. Boldness has its own kind of gift. It has a willingness, right? Boldness has one of those, take a risk, let the chips fall where they may, I must do this kind of energy to it, right? It's that kind of genius. Boldness is that kind of genius. It's its own brand of genius, There's something very powerful about taking decisive action. Isn't there? I mean, like when you finally decide, there's something really that moves. And I keep going back to that quote from can't remember his name, hang on a second. William Hutchinson Murray, the Scottish Himalayan expedition. It's the quote that they always attribute to Goethe, but he didn't say it. Murray said it, right? About until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back. Concerning all acts of initiative, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. And he goes on to say this, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. And that's the part that we're talking about today. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issue from that one decision, rising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen events and meetings and material assistance, which no one would have dreamed could come his way. And then the end part, this is the part I think that they may be referring to because it sounds like it was borrowed from Goethe. It was one of his little couplets from years and years ago. It says, whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. So maybe that's the part that they're alluding to. I don't know. You can research that yourself. But this idea that when we make that decision, when we commit ourselves to that thing, whatever it is, then the universe moves to support us, doesn't it? Haven't you had that serendipity occurs and coincidence and doors opened where you didn't even think doors were, right? You run into people accidentally who's exactly who you need, right, to connect with. All kinds of things happen. This is the genius in boldness. The universe moves to support us when we step out into that boldness. The commitment to act. That is the genius in boldness. You know, if you don't chase that dream, if you don't make that commitment to act, not only do you deny yourself that experience and perhaps a nice win, but you also deny the rest of us your gift. You deny the rest of us what you might have done, right? Not only for yourself, but for all of us. We're waiting for your gift too. That's why you're here. Giancarlo Menotti said this, I remember, and it's always stuck with me. I saw it years ago. He said, hell begins on the day God grants us a clear vision of all we might have achieved, all of the gifts which we wasted, all that we might have done that we did not do. Yuck, right? Doesn't it make you feel like, oh, you know? Oh my gosh, right? I mean, that's hell. All of the stuff we wasted, all the gifts we had, we didn't share with someone. We didn't give freely. We didn't demonstrate in the world. Because, why? Because, well, we'll get into that why. Right? Who said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take? Somebody. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. We're just going to stay here. No, it's not basketball. Hockey. It's hockey. Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, New York Rangers, of course, I would know this. So what keeps us from taking the shot? What keeps us from taking the shot? What stops the innate boldness in us? That's a God quality. I don't know, boldness is not up there, but you know it is. Freedom, right? Wisdom, wholeness. I mean, boldness is in there in one of those other words. But what keeps us from demonstrating that kind of boldness? Fear, maybe fear of failure, fear of success. That's just as powerful too, sometimes. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about that, maybe. Maybe fear is part of it. But here's what I know. Boldness makes fear sit in the corner and behave. Right? It does. Boldness overrides that fear. Sit down. Shut up. In Ernest Holmes said, in Power of an Idea, he said, anything that is legitimate and in accordance with spirit can succeed. And one should boldly announce the principle of success to be inherent in everything that is constructive. So when we undertake that, we know spirit is moving to support us. So maybe it's fear, maybe it's not. What if it's not fear? What is it? Could be other people's opinions. Ugh. How many people want to be liked, right? Have we reached that stage where like we're done with that? Other people's opinions, you know, those people, those naysayers, those people that are like, yeah, you're going to do what? But you're not old enough, or you don't have the education, or you're not tall enough. Somebody said that years and years ago. Are you tall enough to be a minister? I was like, I didn't know that was a requirement. Anyway, right? So other people's opinions may, what, you know, if I do this, I'll look silly. What if I do this and make a fool of myself? What if I do this? What'll other people say? Oh my God, what will they think of me? Look, people are going to do what they do, and people are going to say what they say. Really. And it has nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with them, right? Remember my sign, right? Tell me more. And then on the inside of the sign, it says, this has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with you. People are going to judge. You know, that's what they do. Oh, those shoes don't match that outfit. You know, whatever it is, people are going to judge. It's okay. Let them judge. Do it anyway. That's what boldness calls for. Do it anyway. Doesn't matter, right? If people are going to be in judgment or telling you you're not going to do it or telling you you're going to fail or telling you it's not for you or whatever. Brene Brown said, don't try to win over the haters. You are not the jackass whisperer. Right? Just do it. You know, and I think as we mature, we become those self-confident people. We let go, don't we, of being concerned about what other people think of us? Oh my God, right? Take those lessons, fall on your butt. Who cares, right? Go skiing even though you haven't done it for 25 years. That was me. Anyway, yeah, I should have just gotten one ski and strapped it on my butt because that's where I spent most of my time. You know, do the things you want to do. Don't worry about what other people think. So if it's not fear, and if it's not what are other people's opinion of us, maybe it's not wanting to change. Maybe not wanting to change things. Maybe that's why we don't take the shot. We don't want to rock the boat. Maybe we don't want to stand out. Maybe it's kind of one of those go along, get along kind of things. Not wanting change. I like it. I got it just the way I like it. I'm not going to do anything else for the rest of my life because I don't want anything to change. Well, guess what? Change is going to happen anyway, right? But maybe that's it. Maybe that's one of the things. I don't want to change, you know? I know everybody wants change, but nobody wants to change. It's a weird thing. But what if that's it, right? What if that's it? What if it's the change thing, right? Oh my God, who will I be if I do this thing? Because don't you change? When you accomplish something else, you become something else. You become bigger. Okay, so what if it's like, oh my God, who will I be if I do this thing? What will I become? I better just keep doing what I'm doing, right? Better just keep, consistency. There's something to be said about consistency. Emerson said it. He said, a foolish consistency is the hobgoblin of little minds, right? Not a fan, apparently. You know, and Thoreau said this, he said, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you imagined. That's bold. That's bold. See, they were both into that. You know, don't let the past hold you in. Don't let consistency hold you down. Robert Frost said, freedom lies in being bold. You can't get better advertisement than that. Freedom lies in being bold. If we're going to live free, if we're going to live the life we deserve, right, we must be bold. We must take that shot. Be bold enough to use your voice and brave enough to listen to your heart and strong enough to live the life that you imagined you can live, right? It's bigger than the life you have right now, and intuition leads the way. Our intuition leads the way, but we have to respond. This is the move your feet part. Remember, we teach, Ernest Holmes said treat, which is his form of affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment. So treat means pray. But he said treat and move your feet, right? There's a physical action that needs to be taken in addition to prayer. You must respond and be willing for that change to happen. Dale Turner said, people who make no mistakes lack boldness and the spirit of adventure. They are the brakes on the wheels of progress. So out with the old and in with the bold. This is what we need to do, right? Out with the old, in with the bold. And I am not talking here about being rash or being hasty or being impulsively, just running around to prove your boldness by crashing into things and not thinking things through and just doing stuff, right? That's thoughtless. We can be bold and still have a long runway. I've been told I have a long runway. Takes me a while to decide. But still, even if we have long runways, when we make that decision, it is a bold move. We can be bold and take our time before we decide. I don't tend to be impulsive. You may not tend to be impulsive, and if you are, that's okay too, because that's natural for you. But we don't run around like just willy-nilly, right? We make that, we weigh the decision. We do it in thought, we do it in prayer, and then we act boldly. We take our time, sure, see all the different angles, still make that bold decision and take that bold action. Ernest Holmes said this, he said, if you think of life as flowing through your energy, right? Flowing through your every action, you will soon discover that things you give your attention to are quickened with a new energy. For you are breathing the very essence of being into them. So this is about what you put your attention on, right? Remember the Secret movie and everything, what you put your attention on. What is it? Energy? Oh, God. Energy flows where attention goes, something like that, right? What you put your attention on, that's what grows in our lives. So that's that bold move. That's like that focus on what is my next thing? What is my next great adventure? What am I doing, now? And taking that bold step and saying yes, and then the universe backs you up. The universe says yes right along with you. So, it's taken a while to get here. But I go back to the original question. Why don't you take that shot? Why don't we take the shot, right? If it's not fear, if it's not other people's opinions of us, because we left that behind in our adolescence, if it's not wanting to avoid change, if it's not wanting to be hasty, then what is it? What is it? And I think what I come to in all of the reading for this is faith. I think it's our challenge with faith. I think sometimes we doubt that the universe has our back. I think that's what it is. I think sometimes we doubt that the universe really is conspiring to support us. We doubt that the universe has our back. I go back to that biblical quote about faith being the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. That always confused everybody, right? It's like, what are they even talking about? What does that thing mean? So, meaning faith, right? Faith is confidence in the stuff that we are desiring will come from the unseen into the seen, right? That's really what it's saying. That faith is the confidence in knowing everything in the unseen can flow into the seen, right? This is what Ernest Holmes said. Everything, thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. Our most predominant thoughts are the ones that wind up demonstrating in our lives. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, faith, which at first seems intangible, actually deals with a substance which, acting in accord with the law, projects an evidence of itself into our experience. I think that explains it even better, right? So that faith is knowing that the invisible realm reflects itself into the visible, and that it depends on our most predominant thought. So we can see why it is important to develop our faith. Right? We have to develop it. It's more than an intangible, fuzzy concept. Faith is a thing of power. It's a thing itself. Our faith is a substance, a real thing that when we rely on it produces real, tangible evidence in the physical world. That's real stuff. Ernest Holmes said faith is an affirmation of our belief. Yet it has to be more than that, right? It has to be more than that. Things that appear in one's life have their origin in the unseen. That's what it's saying, right? Things that appear in our life originate in the unseen. Things flow from the unseen to the seen. It is from the intangible realm of thought that comes the substance of things hoped for, right? It comes from the unseen. So it is the practice of our faith that builds trust, not the other way around. It is the practice of our faith that builds trust, that builds confidence in the process. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's where we kind of go off the rails, is that we don't really have that faith of like absolutely definitely knowing that the invisible comes into the visible on my word, on my thought, on my affirmation, right? We can rely on the divine creative process. We can have confidence in that to create our lives each time, every time. The more we trust the process, the more faith we grow, right? But we have to have the faith first. The faith is the thing that depends on nothing, right? Not nothing, but the unseen stuff. We have to have the faith first. Faith in the process. Faith in the truth that this works. What is the faith? The belief without the proof, right? First time you came to Vision, did you know how to get here? No. You went on the GPS or whatever, right? And you put it in, and you had faith that you would get here because who knows if the GPS is right or not, right? But you had faith that would get you here. But after that, you don't, right? After that, you have knowledge, you have wisdom, you have trust in the system because you've already gotten here, you know, right? You know how to do it. This is when we try out the faith, right? We try out the principle, we test it, we prove to ourselves it works. The more we try the process and the more we prove to ourselves the process works, the more our faith in the process grows. Does that make sense? Right? Because we prove it to ourselves. But we have to go to faith first. The belief without the proof. Try it, test it. That's what Ernest Holmes said about the entire Science of Mind textbook. He said, read it, read through it, whatever, test it, try it, prove the principles to yourself. And whatever doesn't work for you, throw it away. It doesn't matter. Use what works. Change your thinking, change your life. Because we can see the results. We try it, we test it. That's why we call ourselves a practical spirituality, right? Right there. Transforming lives through practical spirituality. It's practical. We try it, we test it, we work it. Ernest Holmes said this. He said, if we are to have an active faith, the faith of God instead of merely the faith in God, our thought must be centered on universal mind. Such a faith does not spring fully orbed into being, but grows by knowledge and experience. This is the test it, try it part, right? He goes on to say, no matter what the outside appearance, we must cling steadfastly to the knowledge that God is good and that God is all, underneath, around, above, and round about. We have to rely on it. We have to know that we know. We have to trust the process. We have to absolutely believe that the universe has our back. And then we must go confidently in the direction of our dreams. Live the life you've imagined. Go boldly. Thank you.
So, Patti, I'm assuming your message for me was, I was bold coming down the 8 this morning, and when the police cars were going by, I had faith they weren't coming here for me. You're welcome. Give it up for our band. Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Herald what your mama said. Read the books your papa read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you. Others take a different view. My, oh my. Hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. The best part is danger staring you in the face. Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your heads up in your own sweet time. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my. Hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be tough. You gotta be hard. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you got to stay together. Cause all I know is love will save the day. Well, you gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you got to be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you got to stay together. Cause all I know is love will save the day. All I know is love will save the day. Cause all I know is love will save the day. I love you, Vision.
Yay. Oh, this is dropping. I'm making a mess up here. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we are. Thank you, Ria. That was lovely. So lovely. Thank you so much. Yay, love does save the day always. Now it is time for conscious circulation. This is our opportunity to just keep things in motion, keeps the abundance flowing in our lives and around us. And if you are choosing to give today, thank you so much. We're grateful. The Core Council is grateful. You know, it's just proving the principles, right? We're proving the principles of God's abundance by giving and receiving. So if you are choosing to give today, thank you. If you are a guest visiting, don't feel pressured, right? Just breathe. We're going to pray. I know that there is one source and supply. I know that there is God. It is whole, perfect, and complete. And I know the qualities of God exist in each and every one of us, from abundance to beauty and balance to freedom and joy and peace, unity, wholeness, order, everything. Everything that we ascribe as principles, as qualities of God, we know exist in us and through us because we are the outpicturing of that same energy. So I know we are abundance and beauty and balance and joy and order and peace and power and unity and wholeness. I know that we are wisdom, and I know that they flow through us and as us in the world. We get to be the place where Spirit shows up in form, changing not only our lives, but the lives of those around us. So I give great thanks for this demonstration of abundance, for the giving and the receiving, for receiving so gratefully everything, all the good that Spirit gives to our lives. And I celebrate the giving also, giving graciously to people, places, and things around us so that we lift everyone. I give great thanks for all of this good that flows through our lives all the time. And with a grateful heart, I simply let it be. And so it is.
It is.
I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. And one in omnipresent spirit, the source of all supply. My trust in power without limit, my consciousness held high. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. I give in conscious circulation. I step into the flow. My good and boundless demonstration. Through faith I let it go. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete in infinite grace, believing, receiving. I celebrate one life in this place. I'm grateful, so thankful. I stand complete, abundant and free, unlimited, unshakable, the all-sufficient source within me. I'm grateful, so thankful. I'm grateful, so thankful. I'm grateful.
I love that. And now it is time for the Miracle Minute. So I want to give you a demonstration of answered prayer. Someone emailed me this week. This is from Liz. She said she's in the class, The Miracle of the Soul with Reverend Jean. Yay. I love that. I love when you're in class. Don't you feel better when you're in class? I love when I'm in class. Just makes me feel better. I feel, anyway. She said, I wrote and shared a prayer treatment for the sale of my car. I wanted to do the sale as a private sale through a trusted online platform. I wanted to do this because I didn't want to respond to all the fear out there about not trusting anyone. I knew that one. I had doubts for sure. I did my homework. I priced the car within a value range. I prepared the car like it was getting ready to go to the prom. I love that. What a descriptor. Anyway, only one person answered the ad. He bought the car within the value range. How great is that? Yeah, right? Demonstration of answered prayer. And she closed by saying it's kind of nice, too, that a father bought it so his son would have a reliable car to go to college. Yay, prayer works. I love that. Thank you so much, Liz. Here's what Gandhi said. He said, prayer is not an old woman's idle amusement. Properly understood and applied, it is the most potent instrument of action. So I invite you to just bump up your prayer practice this week. Sit on your meditation cushion. Wait for nothing to happen. Just be there with it, right? And then pray. And then just have no expectations, right? Just be there. Just commune with the divine because it is forever speaking to us and leading us on. And speaking of leading us on, now it is time for the last word by Johnny Kirko.
Thank you, guys. Has the band been on fire today or what, huh? You guys are rocking today. Love those guys. Hello, everybody online. Continue our meet and greet right after celebration. We have a practitioner available for one-on-one prayer. Say hello to our community abroad. Joel Anderson's in the room today, so he won't be there. Huh, Joel? Right after our celebration, too, we have hospitality, great food. Stick around. I know our hospitality team did a fantastic job. Somebody made cornbread. That was me. I've never made anything before for Vision. I'm on the phone with Ann Utterbeck yesterday. Ann, what am I doing? How do I do this? Does it look good? So if it's bad, it's her fault. Right after our celebration today, too, there's a prayer shawl groups getting together again, and they're going to be getting together in the room in the corner. I want to thank Barbara for bringing some stuff today for them. So if you want to be a part of that, I know it is Catherine. Oh, we're going to go in the other classroom. So the other classroom, in the kids' room. Thank you, Catherine. Somebody needs to inform me of some of this stuff, you know? Tomorrow night, we're having open mic night. It's going to be right here at 7 p.m. That we're going to have Jim Guerin's going to be with us instead of Jim Bianchi. He's out of town. So Monday night, 7 p.m., come and be a part of that. We sing. If you play an instrument, you want to read poetry, whatever you want to do, it's really cool. 7 p.m. tomorrow night. We've never done it on a Monday. Join us. Thursday night, Folky Monkey's going to be here. Joe Rathburn, Peter Boland, and they're doing the music of true folk classics. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to be a part, come and join us, be in the room, or we also have available to watch a stream online. Our streaming is fantastic. Everybody who watches it online, those who watch Gino, are just in love with it. So if you can't make it, join us via the online program. Saturday night, we have another concert. Dorothy, darling, come on over here and talk to us. Dorothy's got it is not a free concert. It's a no admission concert, right? Come on, Dorothy.
John,
Yes.
that was my whole thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was my whole thing. I was going to say, does anybody want to come to a free concert? And John says it's not free.
Give it away.
Anyway, it's this. I don't know if anybody came to our first jazz series, but these guys that are playing are really, really good jazz musicians in San Diego, the best in the business here in San Diego. And we have 6 or 7 singers. Everybody is top notch. It's going to be a great night, and it's free. So please come on by. We're just, for me, it's like the Woodstock approach, you know, like that's how they got so many people at Woodstock, was they had a free concert. So I'm trying to, give you something. It's 7 o'clock, starts at 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6. We will have refreshments, and we're just going to, and I guess you have to like jazz, but if you do like jazz, it's going to be a really great night. The last time we did it was a great night also, and you will not be disappointed. There's that. And then, yes, it will be cabaret style. And I just, before I leave, I just also want to say, we're getting ready for the Pride Parade. Today is the last day to get your Vision t-shirt if you're going to go to the Pride Parade, okay? So sign up with Liz Lem today. Today is the last day.
Can we buy them for ourselves?
That is the plan.
Yes.
The plan is to be able to, so if you're walking in the parade, thank you, Dorothy. If you're going to walk in the Pride Parade, we're going to give you those free. But if not, if you can't make it and walk with us, then we will have them available to purchase. Is that correct, Liz? We will have extras, right? A few extras. We'll order more, but they're really cool looking. So, but if you want to sign up today. See Liz and or Dorothy, and they'll make sure that you get on the list to be able to walk with us. So thank you very much for that. So the Gourmets for God. We've been talking a little bit about this. So the Gourmets for God is a program. It's a fundraiser for Vision. We have many people who are hosting and offering a dinner or an event. And I want to talk about a couple of them today. First of all, Reverend Patti, you want to talk about what yours is? What's yours?
Hey, forget about it. Mama Parisi's hanging out in the kitchen. We're going to have lasagna. We're going to have meatballs and sausage. We're going to have music. We'll finish off with the cannolis, right? Leave the gun, take the cannoli. It's going to be beautiful. Is that it?
That's good. Thank you, Mark. I want to mention a couple other. Brian Derbyshire's got one. You're going to be doing Filipino food, is that correct? So that's Brian in the back over there. He's helping us out in the sound in the video. He and his partner are going to be doing a fantastic dinner. John and Lee have got one going on. There's with Reverend Diane. And I just want to mention to you, it is my birthday, and I will be there. So if you want to celebrate my birthday with me, join. I haven't signed up yet. I better put my name up there before I get kicked out. But what are you guys cooking that night? What are we doing, Reverend D? Enchilada sweet sauce, and some good stuff. Some carrot cake and delicious salad and stuff. So those are just a couple. We've got and entertainment. Lee and John have got an entertainment too. So you guys sign up. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's about community. It's getting to know all of us. So if you want to be a part, sign up. It's a donation thing. It's all going to Vision, and the people who are hosting it are doing that as part of their donation division. So thank you very much for that. We mentioned a little bit earlier, Dorothy, the shirts that are available. We are walking in the Pride Parade. So if you do want to walk in that, sign up, let us know you're doing it. You'll get a t-shirt. And if you want to be a part of the diversity team, see Hummingbird. I know there's a group of them who are doing that. So they're hosting that and putting that together. Thank you, everybody who's a part. Next week, Reverend Patti will be back. Her talk title is Launch into Life. It's not lunch into life, launch into life. We have the Higher Vision Choir for our last performance for the year, led by James Vandenberg. It's going to be good stuff. And today, we are celebrating. We are celebrating a very special person here at Vision. What? Wait, hang on, just a second. What? Oh, come here, Larry. Come on up.
This is huge.
Come on up, Larry.
80 years looking good, baby. But we wanted to make this a moment like you'll never forget. And since you're up here, you can't easily run away, so. Well, it's your birthday now, and we're all glad to see that, my darling, you are aging gracefully. I guess it's nice to know, at least for a while, you are getting by with those good looks and style. All I can say is, wow, look and see where you're at. I hope that after this, Patti will let me come back. Well, I tell you, holy cow, who'd ever believe it? It's your birthday. Everybody say happy birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday now. Go ahead, guys. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Larry. Happy birthday to you. Yay, Larry!
We have cake today. Do we know what kind of... Larry picked up his own cake today. What kind of cake do we have, Reverend Patti? Oh, Larry ordered it too?
It's a marble.
It's a... What?
Marble.
Say it again.
Marble.
Marble. It's a marble cake.
You're not allowed to make fun on my birthday.
I can't make fun of him on his birthday. It's not marble. It's not marble at all.
That's elder abuse.
Happy birthday. You know, Larry, I know you guys all know this, but Larry Paris is so instrumental to this organization. He does all the ordering of all the supplies in here. He had worked in hospitality. The man does not miss a Sunday. I try to battle him to see who can go the longest. He beats me every year. He is here more often than anybody. We love you, Larry Paris, and thank you for all you do for Vision. Thank you.
Phew! One word, just one word. Oh. Very good. The lasagna. Don't miss the lasagna. Sign up for it. It's going to be great. We're going to have it in here. Bye. It'll be cute. It'll look like a little Italian restaurant. You know, red and white, check tablecloths, the whole bit. Chianti bottles. Candles. Okay, never mind. I'd love for the practitioners to come up. Practitioners, ministers, come on up. Be ready for prayer. We are going to pray people. We're going to pray people up. Thank you, thank you. And the rest of us, we're going to stand up and we're going to say our affirmations. Those affirmations are in your bulletin, or actually on the front of your bulletin. They should be up on the big screen so you can see them. Yes, I love this. I love when it works. Works so well. You ready? You with me? Let's say them together. I am a bold, courageous, happy person with a big heart. New original ideas come to me easily. I am a genius and I use my wisdom daily. Oh my God, 3? Oh, 3. Okay, we've already said. Let's repeat 3. I am a genius and I use my wisdom daily. Wow, that is powerful stuff. Remember, these affirmations are in the present tense. They're passionate. They're purposeful. They are powerful. Cut them out and stick them up on your mirror somewhere in your bathroom and just remind yourself of who you are all the time. Let's go with it in prayer, knowing that there is one life. It is God's. It is whole, perfect, and complete. It is our life right here, right now. We are the arms and ears and the eyes and feet. We are Spirit's representation in form. We are that. And we know that as we awaken to this truth, that the beloved lives within us and flows through us and as us in the world, we become the place of healing that the world is calling for. We heal ourselves, and not only ourselves, but for those around us. We become that healing energy in the world that simply transforms others. I give great thanks for this teaching, for this truth. I give great thanks for each and every one here, for those listening in, for those who are at the beach today. We're praying them up as well, knowing it is all God, it is all good, and so it is.
Peace for the world starts with me. 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 There's no one here to judge, nothing here to overcome. I'm standing in my truth, I see God in everyone. There's no one here to judge, nothing here to overcome. I'm standing in my truth, I see God in everyone. Peace for the world starts with me. Peace for the world starts with me. There's no one here to judge, nothing here to overcome. I'm standing in my truth, I see God in everyone. There's no one here to judge, nothing here to overcome. I'm standing in my truth, I see God in